Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I am back with another Flyers game review. And the Flyers, they come out against this weird span of games against Boston where he didn't play too good. 1 out of a possible 4 points, and you pick up a win here in the first game of 2 against the New Jersey Devils. Final score 5-3 on the road. And again, for the most part, this was a good game for the Flyers, I'll say. Overall, a lot of turnovers in the third period, but for the most part, first and second, you played really good. You kind of got into the game. You outshot a team for the first time this season in the first 7 games. It kind of seemed like for the first 6 games, the Flyers were still trying to get into that regular season start to the season feel. Obviously with no preseason and things like that, it's a little bit different. So, as we talked about that, with a weird training camp, starting the season late, no preseason games, all that stuff. We kind of knew it was going to take some time, obviously, with the injuries of Couturier, Myers, Frost, and all those guys, obviously makes it a little bit harder. So, for the most part, going into tonight's game, we obviously kind of expected the Flyers to bounce back, something they were just completely notorious for last season, bouncing back from games where they lost. I think this game tonight is a game you want to build off of. It's a momentum builder, and it was a good game overall for the Flyers. So, starting off, Couple changes here in the lineup. You had the lines JVR, Hayes, and Voracek, Giroux with Patrick and Konechny, Lindblom with Lawton and Farabee, and then Raffl with Bunman and Aube-Kubel. Defense, you had Shingasser play his first game of the season tonight. He was on the first pair with Ivan Provorov. You had Travis Sanheim with Mark Friedman, and Robert Hagg with Justin Braun. And Giroux, he has 611 games played as captain, and that is now the longest streak as a Flyers captain to play. So unbelievable for Giroux. He ends up getting an assist on the game-winning goal in this one in his 611th game as Flyers captain. Congrats to G. Again, I cannot say it enough how much I personally love Giroux. Unbelievable player. He's a great captain, good leader. And I know I'll get some hate for that in the comments, but again, I necessarily really don't care. But again, starting off, you have Moose against Wedgwood in this one. Wedgwood coming off shutout, and Moose's second game of the season where he had a shutout against Buffalo, the game that I was at last week. So, starting off, 48 seconds in, Giroux takes a penalty. Reaching, called him for a hook. He lost his stick. It was kind of held on to what they called for a hook. Moose, really nice save in traffic on Severson. Flyers go it off. Raffl and Farabee had a 2-on-1. Play kind of fills it out. Flyers reluctant to shoot early on. Hayes and Voracek with a passing play. Still a little bit reluctant to shoot. Lawton with the best chance before the TV timeout. It was just a simple wrist shot, snapshot from the top of the circle. Pretty easy save for Wedgwood, went up high and ended up going out of play. But again, it seems like a lot of times in these games what I've noticed is that once the TV timeout comes around, the Flyers kind of pick it up a little bit. They get into the zone, they generate chances. After that, they get 2 shifts. That Lawton line stayed out there. Shots from the point, they're generating chances, rebounds in front. And then I believe it was the Hayes line that ended up going out there, and they ended up getting a chance. And then the Flyers get a power play here. They were stuck in their own zone. Then they're fortunate they get the power play here at 6 minutes, 6.5 left. Giroux draws one, so he took one, 48 seconds in, then he draws a penalty. New Jersey, breakaway. It was just a crazy play. It was a pass around the boards, just completely bounced, and just a full breakaway for that Devils player there. He ended up hitting iron. Moose, it didn't look like Elliott got a piece of it, but still, post there for the Devils on that breakaway, and the Flyers ended up getting one here. They really cycled the puck well. It honestly was like Voracek was pretty much playing this like the quarterback. He had a lot of time to move the puck. He did a great job, finding JVR, finding Hayes, finding Giroux. They get the puck back to Provorov. He shoots, tip in front for JVR, and it's 1-0 Flyers. They needed that first goal, especially because they were stuck in their own zone a little bit before the power play. But a really good job moving the puck around. They were very crisp, and they get the goal. Flyers are really getting that shooting mentality late. Power play definitely helped with their momentum. G had a really nice chance off of a play that Sanheim made to get into the zone, send it in front. Wedgwood ended up knocking it down with the glove and covered up. New Jersey had 1 shot in the last 9 minutes and 22 seconds of the period. Really good period overall for the Flyers. Played a lot better after that first TV timeout. Obviously, the power play helped in the first goal. They had the shooting mentality, as I said. So, again, they kind of wanted to keep that up going in second. Completely did that. Moose made his saves early, and the shots on goal for the first period were 9-9 in a tie there. Starting off, 20 seconds in, Devils take a penalty. Flyers, again, still they get into the zone, really good zone entry. That's one thing that the power play was great with tonight, the zone entries. They got into the zone, they set it up, they made a couple chances, and they made things happen off of that. 2-0 here. Provorov shot from the point. JVR tips it again, gets his second. Again, really good zone entry for the Flyers. Great setup from Drew Provorov. Good presence by Provorov to shoot that puck. JVR in front of the net in his office. It's 2-0. 2 4-on-2 plays for the Flyers. They were completely dominating after this. A Ghost with a really nice play to set up Provorov on the backhand. Nice shot from the slot from Ghost as well on another one. He honestly looked very good tonight with Provorov, I will say. I think overall maybe had 2 turnovers in the third period, and that was really it. I thought overall those are kind of plays where, like, no harm was really done. I don't even think shots were generated off of it, but still, Ghost looked fantastic tonight, I will say that. I've been saying it for a long time. He should have been paired with Provorov. If he wasn't on the COVID protocol, I bet you he would have started with Provorov to start the season. And again, the Flyers, they're still all over him here going into this. They get another power play. Really moving the puck well from all angles, crisp and fast. Voracek looked right on it. Ghost had a really nice shot from the point. It was just a great play from Ghost here, too. It was just an easy save from Wedgwood, but it was a play back to the point. Quick wrist shot. I like that. Devils' best chance in the second period so far was a Hughes one-timer. Really nice save from Elliott in the slot. Ghost ended up breaking up a 3-on-1, leads the Flyers 3-on-2 the other way. Flyers get another power play here at 10:28. Couldn't get really much going. Pretty poor power play, but again, not all of them were perfect. New Jersey ends up getting one. McLeod, he scores off a shot from a slot. There was going to be a penalty on the Flyers, going to be on Provorov, and it's a shot. Moose looks behind him, and it just trickles in, and it's like 2-1. It's like it's kind of a backbreaker there when he kind of been dominating really this whole period. Ghost ends up breaking up a 4-on-2 off of a blue line turnover. Flyers had some more of those late into this game, definitely in the third period too. Flyers were really getting back to their game after that goal, pressuring from all angles, and then the Devils ended up scoring. So it was kind of like back and forth and a little bit there. The Flyers had their chances, and the Devils had their chances, and the Devils ended up tying it here. Zajac, and it was a shot from the slot, went off of Zajac in front. Friedman and Hag essentially let the Devils player shoot the puck. They didn't really take a guy. They were caught. It was a turnover, and it goes off Zajac and in. 2 rough goals for Elliott. He definitely would have won both those back. Probably won all 3 of them back, too. The last one was kind of a squeaker. But still, it's a game where you had a really good period. You were pretty much dominating, and you had 3 power plays in this period. Only scoring 1, and it's a tie game here going into the third. Devils were completely pressuring after that goal, but the Flyers, they keep it tied. The shots on goal were 22-18 in favor of the Flyers. After the second, they were 13-9 for the Flyers in that period. And to start off, it was just turnovers galore in the first minute or two. Crossbar from Janssen and Severson. They had 2 crossbars in the first 5 minutes. The team defense tonight wasn't great, but it's definitely getting better. I mean, as I said, you're seeing switches on the defense every night. You're obviously seeing switches on the offense. But overall, I think as a group, it's getting better, and it's getting there. I think there's still guys still getting used to the system and things like that. Obviously, Gustafsson coming out of the lineup, Ghost coming in. So a lot of changes there, too. Flyers, they were generating chances here. The TK, Giroux, and Patrick line. Great goal here. Patrick gets one to make it 3-2. Really nice passing play. TK in front to Patrick, over to Giroux. He holds, he waits, he's waiting, sends it back to Patrick wide open, and the Devils were just scrambling. I think it was Palmieri just laying on the ice trying to block it. Patrick, wide open net, and he snipes it, and it's a 3-2 Flyers lead. Devils are pushing after the goal. Flyers with lots of turnovers at the blue line and the neutral zone. They definitely want to clean that up going into Thursday's game. But again, the Flyers, they keep pressuring. They get that third line out there, and they end up getting a goal here. Farabee makes it 4-2, opens this one up a little bit. Flyers get that breathing room. As I said, the Devils were pushing. Farabee scores. Lindblom forces a turnover. Lawton backhander. Saved by Wedgwood. Rebound goes right to Farabee, and he pots it. That's his first point since the 4-point opening night against the Penguins. Flyers get a power play right after that. So it's crazy because it's like the Devils, they get their chances. It's a 3-2 game. And right after Patrick had scored, the Devils were getting their chances. Flyers get one, then they get a power play. Power play was actually pretty good. They were moving the puck well. Essentially, it was a 5-on-3. There was a broken stick, and they had a lot of chances. They just couldn't really bury anything. Hayes had a one-timer, ended up getting it. Was kind of like a knuckle puck flub shot. But again, Flyers, they ended up not scoring on that power play. Power play actually was good tonight, even though it went 2 for 5. Flyers only took 1 penalty in this game, so that was one thing too. They were disciplined. They only took 1 penalty. And again, the hits were 10-10 in this one. Not as much of a physical game. Flyers had 11 block shots. The Devils had 12 giveaways to the Flyers 6. And the faceoffs were 52% in favor of the Flyers, 48 for New Jersey. And the Devils were coming into this one of the worst faceoff teams in the league overall. And again, the Flyers ended up getting a goal here from Provorov, empty netter, long long range. They defended really well late. They got sticks in lanes. They braked up plays. And the Devils ended up scoring. Zaka scored on rebound. There was like a shot from the point. The Senator in front. And Zaka ended up turning around and shooting it one right through Elliott's legs to make it 5-3. But the Flyers ended up counting off. Shots on goal to end this one were 31-26 in favor of the Flyers. They ended up picking a 5-3 win. Overall, really good game, to be honest. I liked the offense. I thought the lines gelled well together. Again, I think it was a really complete game, to be honest. They definitely want to shorten up the turnovers and things like that. But overall, solid game. You want to take momentum from this. Boston's behind you now. You need to, pick up wins. You don't want to continuously having to win a game and then lose a game and then win a game. You want to kind of build a little bit of a win streak here going into the end of the month, and especially because you want to kind of get out of this month too with some points in hand. Especially with this big tough division. So overall, good game tonight from the Flyers. Good bounce back game. As I said, anything really could have been better from that game against Boston. So again, I think this is where you're going to see the Flyers start to pick it up here. Let's see how they do Thursday against New Jersey. Let me know your thoughts on this game, anything you saw. Again, JVR nets 2 goals. He's got 5 goals in 7 games. Who would have predicted that from JVR, to be honest? I don't think anybody, because everybody was essentially saying that he should have been in Seattle by now. But again, overall, let me know your guys' thoughts below. Remember, guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.